Hey, everybody, it's a brand new day that God has made. Today is June the 1st, and it's my youngest son's birthday. So I have an encouraging essay dedicated to my son, Joseph Bowens. I call this one Winner. Here we go. I could feel my son's pain in the tone of his voice. He asked this question: Daddy, when am I going to win something? My youngest son, Jojo, would ask this question at the most random times. He would be playing in the park. He would be watching television. He would be brushing his teeth, or he'd be laying down for bedtime, and he would ask in a very subtle way. At first, I kind of dismissed it, but through the years, he continued to ask the question: Daddy, when am I going to win something? Being the youngest in the family isn't always easy. I've been there. I remember a time in my childhood when I thought I wasn't good at anything. My sister was 5 years older than me, and she had a winning streak like the New England Patriots. She would beat me at basketball. She would beat me playing jacks on the sidewalk. She would beat me when we raced in the yard. She even beat me in my dreams. You heard that right. I had a dream, and she still won in my dream. There was no escaping the scarlet letter that was on my chest. It was a big old L for loser, and I could tell that my son Jojo was struggling with that same issue. His older brother Joshua is a special one. Older brother Joshua has been making and editing videos since he was three. Older brother Joshua, when he was 4 years old, participated in the spelling bee at his school, going against sixth graders, and he won. At the age of 4, older brother skipped kindergarten, and he went right into first grade as a reading whiz, winning awards for reading more hours than anyone in his whole school. Older brother Joshua is widely known around his school and around our church, and many still make the mistake of calling my youngest son by my oldest son's name. Older brother Joshua is taller and faster and naturally better at most things, and he's got the trophies and the certificates around the house to prove it. So when the dreaded question about winning a trophy came up again, I replied to Joseph with a different answer. It was 2 words that could keep his hope alive, 2 words that could possibly change the trajectory of his inner confidence, 2 words that could finally lead to a golden trophy of triumph. Those 2 words were spelling bee. I used my most convincing daddy voice to tell him how fun it would be to make a schedule and study words every day and learn new things and possibly win. And he replied with 2 words of his own: not interested. That's when daddy put his foot down. You will study, you will try, and even if you don't win, you're going to be better because of it. He didn't like it, and I didn't care. Joseph reluctantly started studying. He studied in the back seat. He studied at church. He studied before bedtime, and he studied when he woke up. Over time, I would see him smile as he spelled difficult words correctly. He would ask about word meanings and why some words didn't look the way they sounded. One day after our practice session, I went to my wife and I told her that I had a confession to make. I am an award-winning educator, and I told her I didn't realize that the word kindergarten was spelled with a T instead of a D. My wife looked at me like I was STUPID. Anyway, we kept on studying, and the day finally came. I continued to tell Jojo that I was proud of him. He was better because of his effort, and that's all I wanted to see. He managed to sweeten the deal by making me promise that I would get him an iPad if he won. I just said, okay, son, do your best. The day came, and Jojo did his thing. Long story short, that joker ended up on stage with a first-place trophy. He lifted it up because he spelled the winning word kindergarten. I tried to contain my tears because I knew that Joker worked really hard for that trophy. It was like the victorious slow motion ending of a movie. Music in the background, a big hug, a wide smile. I was expecting him to say something like, "We did it, Daddy," and then I was going to say, "No, you did it." And then he was going to say, "I love you, Dad." And then I was going to say, "I love you too, Joseph." Instead, when he won, it went something like this. I went to give him a hug and I said, "Man, hey, congratulations." And his reply was, "Where's my iPad, Daddy?" Joker. He learned several great lessons that day, and on this day, that same kid is celebrating his 12th birthday. Happy birthday, JoJo. You are one of a kind, and you will always be a winner to me.